Hello, my name is Mike, and welcome back to Mass Effect Andromeda. Last time, we entered the new galaxy. We are in the Andromeda Galaxy now, very far away from the Milky Way Galaxy, and we landed on our first planet, which was full of hostile aliens, so we had to kill a couple of them. But now we've returned to our ship, and now we've docked with this portable citadel called the Nexus. Apparently there are other ships around here, filled with other alien species from the Milky Way, Turians, Salarians, and Asari, and I guess we're gonna go meet up with them right now. I guess this is the hub world of the new game. I'm joined by Cora and Liam down here, which, yeah, I don't know too much about them so far. Liam seems to be a little hot-headed. Cora seems to be she's pretty down-to-earth and pretty smart so far.
As soon as we get clearance from the Nexus, we'll be following stasis revival protocols. We want to avoid any logjams, so it's vital your teams coordinate with each other and keep people moving.
Sounds like we need to get approval from the Nexus, I guess the Council of the Nexus, to see if we can awaken our 20,000 colonists. So let's go do that now.
The Nexus runs a support crew, just enough to finish building the station and provide safe harbor for the Arks.
Means we can start waking our people up.
They built a bar, right? Gotta have champagne for the welcome party.
You're expecting one?
After what we've been through, I could use a buzz.
We all could.
Yeah. Rough ride so far.
We'll bounce back. Real food and a shower are just ahead.
Looking forward to it. Again, Liam seems a little too hot-headed for my tastes. I'm siding more with Cora on most things. Have all the other aliens not woken up yet?
Well, this can't be right.
It's like everything's on standby.
If it's a surprise party, they're doing an awfully good job of it.
Oh good, it's Avina. I've missed you, Avina. Not really, but hello.
Current wait time for immigration processing is unknown error.
Right. That was helpful.
Alright, I've skipped through all of Avina's dialogue right now. She seems pretty clueless as to what's going on so far.
Plants are still alive.
Plants are still alive, yeah, that's true. But then again, if they're being watered by a computer, it's not terribly surprising.
It's like they didn't finish building it.
You mean we took off from the Milky Way Galaxy with a half-finished colony ship? Hello, construction worker.
Hi there. We're from Ark Hyperion, and wondering where everybody went.
Did he hear you?
Did you say an Ark?
Yeah?
Yeah, we just got in.
And for what it's worth, your VI over there could use an update.
But we thought you were all dead.
What?
Or captured, or lost in dark space, or...
Okay.
You're here. You have no idea how much this means.
I don't believe it.
I don't know what's going on. Turian, male.
I'm Tyrion Kandros. I lead our militia on the Nexus.
I'm Ryder. This is Cora Harper and Liam Costa, part of the Pathfinder team.
I'm sorry for the confusion. Our sensors told us an Ark had arrived, but Helios is notorious for scrambling equipment. We thought you were just another malfunction.
Why did you think that?
But aren't you expecting us?
You're the first Ark we've seen. After a year of waiting and no sign of the others, we shuttered this area and stopped looking.
You've been stranded for a whole year?
Longer. I'll fill you in on the way to Op Center.
Well, this is a turn.
Everything that could go wrong with our plan has. We arrived 14 months ago. Right away, we hit a band of dark energy that knocked us off course.
We're familiar with it.
Then you'll know why we call it the Scourge. We lost whole sections of the station. A lot of people died.
Wow.
No power, no food. The chaos went on for months. It finally led to armed rebellion. When order was restored, the insurgents were banished. Exiles, we call them.
Are things back to normal?
Not even close. But you're here now, so maybe the worst is over.
Well, this is a bit of an interesting turn.
We had a first contact situation on Habitat 7. Whole thing went south. They tried to kill us.
That wasn't first contact. We know about them. Those aliens are going to be a real problem.
You guys go ahead. I'll check out the security situation.
You should know our command structure has been fractured. Some of us are filling in for leaders who died.
Is it true?
They said drop everything and report for duty.
And no one was expecting an Ark to finally show up.
I can see that.
Docking procedures are green across the board.
Stand by to merge Hyperion power into the grid.
Hey, a Krogan. Wasn't expecting to see one of you.
The crew of the Hyperion.
Good luck.
Thank you.
I'm Jaren Tan, director of the Initiative. You have no idea how much your arrival means to us.
Well, I guess it means more to us.
Not as much as it means to us. We had one hell of a time getting here. Nice to see some friendly faces.
Hungry faces. Any supplies you can spare would be appreciated.
This is Foster Addison. She oversees colonial affairs. Where's the Pathfinder?
You're looking at him.
You're not Alec Ryder.
My father's dead. He made me his successor.
Alec is dead.
Yeah.
Please understand, the entire initiative is at risk. None of the Golden Worlds panned out. There are
None of
bust,
them?
And there's been no word from the other arcs.
What happened to them?
Unknown. Our supplies are nearly depleted. Rationing bought us some time, but even that's running out.
We need to find more resources. But that takes people, and we can't wake them up.
Until they have somewhere to live. A golden world.
Now more than ever, we need a Pathfinder.
It now falls to you, Ryder. Are you up to the task?
Yeah, we'll just be confident about this, because these people are depending on us. Yes.
I may not have been the first choice, but I'm ready for this.
Youthful enthusiasm will only get you so far in Andromeda.
That's no way to treat a guest.
Is that a female Krogan? That's the first time I've seen the face of one.
I'm Nak Morkesh, superintendent of this station. Hope they haven't scared you off already.
It's nothing personal, but now isn't the time for on-the-job training.
At least the Pathfinder here seems willing to try. We could use a fresh perspective.
You've heard my concerns. I'll leave you to it.
We're all feeling the pressure. Let's have a private word in my office, Ryder. We'll discuss giving you a scout ship. I'm happy to work out the details with your associate.
Okay. Go ahead.
Welcome to the Nexus.
Yeah. Seems like a bit of a mess right now, honestly.
I can't believe how far off track things have gone.
It's bad, but it's not over. Not yet.
Ma'am, the Hyperion's core is now online.
Let me show you something. An hour ago, that was all dark. But with the power from your ship, you're keeping the lights on. You have my vote.
So our ship is providing power to the Ark?
And when the power runs out?
You'd best go talk to Director Tan. Make sure that doesn't happen. And don't be shy. Come see me when you have a chance.
Well, yes, I do want to know why a female Krogan is here aboard this ship.
The Hyperion is starting to send a tally of supplies.
Hello, Console.
Handling's
You
nothing
and I are
big,
going
is
to be
she?
very good
I'll just
friends.
organize this as it comes in.
We'll
and
get
send
you
it
all
over.
fixed up and ready to go
You know
in
what
no
the
time.
priority needs are anyway.
As soon as we hook you
Thank
up to all that juicy power.
Oh, typical Salarian. Can't focus on anything except electricity and electronics. Hey, a female Turian. Hello. Can't talk to you, but I wish I could. You've got a green scaly face. The militia office. Hello, Mariette.
It's not right. It's not fair.
What's wrong?
Oh my, So it's true. A Pathfinder has found us. There's hope at last. Maybe you could help. You're impartial. This whole thing has gotten so political. My husband, he's locked up and slated for exile for a crime he didn't commit.
What was the crime?
What exactly was he convicted of?
They don't exile you for petty theft. Well, maybe this bunch would. They say it's murder. They're calling him the first murderer in Andromeda, but the dead man was his friend. He wouldn't have. There are witnesses and evidence, but it's all circumstantial. At worst, it was an accident. His name is Nilken Rensis. He could give you the details if you were willing to speak with him. Please.
Yeah, I probably should not get too sidetracked, but I want to learn a little bit about this, so sure.
I'd be happy to.
Oh, thank you. I'm sure the jailer will allow you a visit. Please, tell Nilken I love him.
This console reports on the militia's current strike team missions, Pathfinder. Please speak with Tyrion Candros for all
Okay.
I know that look. The others bent your ear, did they?
Something like that?
You get used to it. Just focus on being a Pathfinder. Can't argue with results, though they'll try. Anyway, welcome to Militia HQ. Excuse the mess. This office fields militia work, Nexus security, and looking for the Turian Ark.
What's the word on the Turian Ark?
Scattered readings. Some indicate the Natanus was destroyed, others that people are alive. Who knows? If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
Can you tell me anything about these hostile aliens? Do we have a code word for them yet?
My team ran into some not-so-friendly locals on the way here.
Bony crests, advanced tech, merciless sons of bitches.
Yep.
They're called the Ket. We've sighted them on several worlds already.
The Ket.
I've seen how dangerous they are firsthand. They could take the Nexus apart. Someday Addison will believe me.
Alright, and how are the Turians doing around here?
Are the other Turians managing okay?
So-so. We're not good at sitting around in a crisis. Service before self gets drummed into us at boot camp. That's probably why so many of us are in the militia. We like to earn our citizenship, whatever galaxy we're in. But it's hard to focus with our arc missing.
Yes, I can understand that. Turians have always been a meritocracy. Alright, and what is your opinion on coming to Andromeda?
The Kandros family is old military. There were expectations, you know. Then my sister became a sculptor, and cousin Nyreen went pirate on Omega.
Nyreen!
I was proud that I stayed in service. But I kept wondering, when do I get my adventure? Jen Garson's dream was so grand, so gutsy, I had to be part of it.
Alright, sounds like the Turian Ark is missing, and not a whole lot of good news in that front, but maybe we'll be able to locate it. Ooh, is this Liam over here? Hello, Liam. What's up? Got any news?
Pathfinder, no time for our beer yet. This place is a mess. Security is, let's call it strained.
I can believe it. The Nexus is running on empty.
Not just that. A lot of the exiles were security. Everyone was trained and armed for Frontier. We know Ket are dangerous, and now we have to worry about our people too. No idea where they went, but they left mad.
Yeah, let's not write them off just yet.
They were frustrated. If they just wanted to kill, they could have fought to the last here.
Apparently we're the big hope for everyone. Not the Hyperion showing. Just us. I'm with you. It's just a lot.
Don't worry, we'll fix everything.
As long as the Nexus is here, as long as we're here, we have a job to do.
Double down crisis mode. I can do that. We can do that. Ready and willing, Pathfinder.
Well, it sounds like we don't have a choice in the matter.
Help you?
Pathfinder Ryder, here to see Nilken Rensis.
Ah, our murderer. Wife's here all the time. Guess she told you her sob story. Nilken, you're moving up in the world. There's a Pathfinder wanted to chat with you.
A Pathfinder, huh? They called in the big guns to exile Andromeda's first murderer.
That's not why I'm here. I just want more information.
I'm not here to exile you. Told your wife I'd look into things.
At this point, it's too late. They found me guilty.
Why don't you tell me what happened?
I was part of the futile effort to set up a colony on Eos. We were on our last legs, overrun by hostiles, our leader dead. The security chief, Reynolds, my friend, he refused to call for evacuation. I argued with him. Everyone saw.
Ah, so you disagreed with his command and you killed him? Is that what I'm gathering?
So when he was killed, people assumed you did it?
For good reason. He ordered us to regroup and counterattack. We were moving through a sandstorm. I saw movement, thought it was the Ket, and I guess I panicked and fired. A witness saw the chief's chest explode.
Ouch. So it was unintentional friendly fire.
Sounds like an accident.
That's what I told them. But I was enraged when we argued. There's a recording. It's ugly. Everyone's certain I did it on purpose so we could evacuate. Only my word otherwise.
Well, don't give up. If what you said is true, then hopefully your punishment won't be too severe.
Don't throw in the towel yet. I'll review the evidence. Maybe I can find something that'll help.
That would be great. You're a Pathfinder. I'm sure Kandros would give you access. Maybe there's still hope.
I see you don't have any face paint. That tattoo that is on every Turian's face. Did they remove that tattoo to shame you or something like that? That'd be an interesting way of dispatching punishment.
That's fine. Hey, wait. Please don't drop anything you bought from me, okay?
Okay.
Tam would have my head if anything happened to you on my account.
Alright, what do we got? I can buy an ultra-rare shotgun. Oh, the Crusader's back. The Falcon. I was never a big fan of the Falcon. Katana. Yes, all of the classic weapons are back. Hello, Kandros.
That's the console for our strike teams.
What are they?
Assault and extraction squads. When we need the best, I have Apex, combat experts who've signed up to defend us. Since you have a front row view of the cluster, I can give you authority to dispatch them.
Dispatch strike teams?
What situations should they handle?
Protecting civilian outposts, holding key positions, or just distracting the Ket. Authorization complete. Good luck out there.
I can dispatch strike teams. Sounds like a little mini-game of some sort. Oh, looks like a bit more intense than a little mini-game. Ooh, okay, so it looks like some of these missions are timed. Like, this one expires in 15 hours. Like, in real-time hours. Alright, go ahead and distract enemy forces. Send a strike team there, please. And I've got one strike team. I've got Juliet level 1. Alright, go ahead, Juliet. I believe in you. Please disrupt enemy movements. I'm sure I could review information on my strike teams and see what they're better at, but I guess I'll do that later when I've got more time. I've got other things I need to attend to first.
Hello, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the Initiative. It's through your hard work that the vision of the Nexus has come to life. You and all your colleagues bind our proud new colonies together. Look around.
Yeah, all 0 of them.
And if you have any questions, my door is always open.
Founder Garson's office is located at workspace not allocated. Please select a topic.
Yeah. Alright, I'll go through this and see if there's any important information. Okay, no new information there. Let's just try and find some important people.
This is the planet where we landed. Habitat 7. It wasn't even close to livable.
It wasn't bad.
That's been true of every world we found. Ryder, we were discussing your next expedition.
Okay, go ahead. Do you trust me now?
I thought it didn't measure up as Pathfinder.
Director Addison keeps her own counsel. I keep mine.
And when you disagree?
I oversee the entire initiative, and I have decided to give you a chance to prove yourself. To that end, the Scourge dealt us a serious blow. Whatever it is, our scientists theorize it's not natural.
An artificial energy cloud?
It wasn't here when we left the Milky Way, yet it rendered all the golden worlds unlivable. Then there's the aliens you ran into, the Ket. They're obsessed with alien structures we found scattered around the cluster. They'll do anything to prevent others from accessing them. It seems murder isn't exclusive to the Milky Way.
Of course
and now
not.
The challenge is to settle a world in spite of all that. This one here. Eos.
Eos.
Oh. You need to increase the viability of the planet so we can establish an outpost. Then we can bring more colonists out of stasis. The more colonists we have, the more resources we can gather to support the Nexus. Everything depends on it. There are 6 worlds we hope to settle.
Okay, but you said every planet you found is unlivable. So, how do I...
A good Pathfinder would relish the challenge of solving it.
Right. I think I should go check on things.
Alright.
And if I fail, I guess it's no sweat off your back, right? You'll just look for another Pathfinder?
Placing bets on people is part of my job. Some of them pay off. Others...
Alright, well, let's get to work then.
Just point me to my ship and I'll be out of here.
They're prepping it now in the docking bay. The coordinates for Eos will be in the computer. And when you have a moment, we should discuss the missing arcs.
I am interested.
I was wondering about that.
No, Sam, get out of my head!
Something wrong?
I didn't say anything.
Ryder, please see me and Sam node on the Hyperion. Your implant needs attention, and we need to discuss a confidential matter.
Yeah.
No, I'm fine.
Okay. Looks like Sam has something he wants to talk to me about, but I'm more interested in these arcs. Director Tan, please elaborate.
Ryder, you have my condolences for your father.
I appreciate it.
I didn't know him very well, although I understand he played a key role in planning the initiative.
I wouldn't know.
I'm sure he'd be concerned that we still have several arcs missing.
I do want to know what happened to them.
Any idea where they went?
Nothing certain, but tens of thousands of colonists are unaccounted for. It paints the initiative in an Unflattering, Light. Did you have some other business?
I just want to know more about the arcs.
Any more information you can give me on the missing arcs?
Where'd they disappear?
No. And that is the distressing part. The Asari, Turian, and Salarian arcs are completely unaccounted for. If they had the same problems with the Scourge that we did, I fear the worst.
Are there any other arcs?
We had hoped Quarians would be part of the first wave, but before departure in 2185, we got word they had technical problems with their ship.
Aww.
It seems they're also bringing along Drell, Hanar, and other species as well.
Yay!
Managing all of their biological needs caused complications. We won't see them for some time to come.
Yeah, I believe that. The Quarians have a different biological structure compared to the Drell and the Hanar, and the Drell were suffering even on the planet, even on the Hanar homeworld, so I can understand why there would be issues. Is there anything I do to solve the Nexus's troubles?
It sounds like the Nexus has had a rough time of it.
Publicly, I would say we're more than up for the challenge. Privately, I can tell you, it's been a disaster. The Scourge killed hundreds, many of them our senior leadership.
Should not be laughing at this
The founder
moment.
of the initiative,
Very
Jean
serious.
Garson, is dead.
Really? How did Jean Garson die?
With the rest of the leadership, when the Nexus hit Scourge, a large wing of stasis pods was destroyed.
Ah.
They were killed instantly. These people traveled 600 years and died before they even woke up. Jean Garson never glimpsed Helios. She never saw her vision realized.
Alright, I won't pry at this wound anymore. It's time for me to leave.
I'm happy to help. You will find our futures depend on each other's success. Good luck.
Same to you, Director Tan. Alright, now I need to speak with Kesh and Addison and the scientists. Oh, jeez! Easy, man, easy.
Hey, you okay? I'm fine. My arms got the brunt of it.
Stuff exploding like this happen often?
Back right after the mutiny, we had a lot of this happening. But not lately.
I wasn't there during the mutiny.
Lucky. I thought we were done with this, honestly. That maybe I was just being paranoid.
Paranoid about what?
What is there to be paranoid about?
We've had 3 malfunctions in the past week.
Sabotage?
That's not good. Sorry, understatement.
Yeah. And now I have more repairs.
Do you have a chain of command you can report this to?
Did you talk to security about this?
How can I? For all I know, someone in security is the one doing this. I've scanned all the potential sabotage areas I can think of. But I don't know who to trust anymore.
Sounds like a lot went down before the Hyperion docked.
Yeah, I guess. Wait. That's it. You can't possibly be involved in this. You weren't even here during the mutiny. Would you, if you have time? Maybe you could help me. If they start hitting critical systems.
Sounds like I'm the best chance you've got, so sure.
Sure thing. What can I do?
If you could scan these other panels while I fix this one, that'd really help. I've sent the locations to your Omni tool. Just send me the data when you're done.
Okay. Then I will help you out with that.
No, I'm fine.
Ah, here's Kesh. I am curious as to why a female Krogan is up here. Just in general, why there's a Krogan in general.
I know the Hyperion docking unannounced caused some switches to blow. That's fine. There you are. Hope the others haven't been giving you a hard time. There's a lot that needs doing. At least with the Hyperion hooked up and feeding us power, my team and I can get more work done.
Yeah, what kind of work are you doing?
What kind of work do you do as superintendent?
I was part of the team that originally designed and built this place. I keep the station functional, or as functional as possible, considering.
So, is there a Krogan arc?
I noticed there aren't a lot of Krogan around.
You haven't spoken to number 8 yet, have you?
Number 8?
Tan. Ask him why most of my people left. He'll have opinions. I can tell you this much. When the mutiny happened, a deal was made. My clan were supposed to settle matters and, in return, get more say in the initiative.
I have not met number 8. Oh, wait, maybe I have dealt with Tan. Tell me more about this.
Did the deal go through?
The clan held up their part, but Tan had a meltdown when he found out we wanted more say around here. Then Addison's assistant, Spender, pretended he never made the deal in the first place. It was a mess, but I don't blame my people for walking out. We're done being used.
Yeah, Krogan and Salarians don't seem to get along very often.
With your clan gone, why did you stay?
It's complicated. The station and my clan both need me here.
And who is number 8? You talking about Tan?
Why do you call Tan 8?
Because he was 8th in line to take over the Andromeda Initiative.
Wow.
I like to remind him of that now and then. Keep him humble.
Well, seems petty, but never mind about that. Yeah, tell me what the genophage is right now, because in Mass Effect 3 I cured the genophage.
When we left the Milky Way, the Krogan were still dealing with the genophage.
Of course.
Right. The genophage. A little gift to our people from the Salarians thousands of years ago. That sterility virus they infected us with left most of our children stillborn. Only 1 in 1,000 survive.
Right. I'm guessing there isn't a cure right now because we left before the cure was dispersed to every Krogan on Tuchanka.
What about the Krogan here in Andromeda?
There's no cure for it. But my clan was starting to show a mutation against the virus. A natural defense. During the trip to get here, Krogan underwent gene therapies to enhance the mutation while we were in stasis.
So you used those 600 years to your advantage. Gave the adaptation more time to develop.
Yeah. It's still early, but I think we made a dent. Our scientists say we've improved viability to almost 4%, which is a lot better than what we had. Beyond all the statistics, it means more Krogan children will live. It's the only way my people have a future out here.
Seems sensible. Alright, Kesh seems to have an interesting perspective on the whole thing. I still don't think there's a Krogan arc, which makes things weird that there would be Krogan out here in the first place. But, let's see, speak with Sam on the Hyperion? Yeah, I'll get to that eventually. Let's see if we can solve this sabotage problem.
Pathfinder, to cover their tracks, the saboteur is overloading power to this panel from another junction relay. You can scan and trace the connective wiring to locate the surrogate panel.
Then I guess we'll do that. Looks like this panel here.
Scanning power junction relays. This panel is malfunctioning. Without more data, I cannot determine if this is a normal malfunction or sabotage.
Alright, so we solved the first part of this problem. Alright, Addison, I needed to speak with you, I think.
Alright, what happened?
To who?
To whom? And your goddamn father. Sorry, my face is tired from dealing with everything. And right now, I just want to know what happened with Alec.
I don't know.
I don't want to get into it. Things went wrong. And now I'm the one you have to deal with.
Alec Ryder wouldn't accept that kind of ultimatum. Damned if I will. We'd never have left home if we... Not home. The Milky Way. This is home. This mess. We don't have a lot of options, Ryder. Maybe you'll prove your father right. After 14 months of failed colonization, forgive me if I don't hold my breath.
Oh, bit of a pessimist, are we?
You've had no colony successes in over a year. How many tries is that?
Less than you'd think. The Scourge, spoiled worlds, exiles, hostiles. We can't just plop down an outpost and expect picket fences. We need the Pathfinder and Sam to scout, evaluate, and inspire.
What's your plan for dealing with the hostiles? The Ket, as you call them.
There must be some kind of plan for encountering hostile aliens. We can't have been that naive.
We expected life, not an enemy that refuses to talk. They don't attack, they disinfect. We're nothing until we're bacteria. Sorry, 14 months and you stoop to poetry. That's how bad it is. Talk to Kandros if you haven't. He's unfortunately become the head of our military. And as soon as he realizes it, we're in the shit.
You don't trust him?
I trust him to defend us. I do not trust a rising military influence in a supposedly civilian initiative. We came here to make history, Ryder, not repeat it. Ugh, goddamn poetry.
I understand your concerns, but you gotta understand that for Turians, civilians, and military, there's not a whole lot of distinction between them.
Excuse me, Director Addison.
Ryder?
It's Pathfinder.
Ryder, we're starving here. If we don't get a foundation of outposts to feed the initiative, we might as well be 600 years dead. Alec promised a lot. None of it panned out. That's what you're up against. Why people won't trust you. Why I don't trust you. Prove me wrong.
Well, I intend to, and I should probably stop rubbing Pathfinder in everyone's face, because that's kind of arrogant. And here's another thing I can scan.
Scan and trace the wiring to locate the panel that the saboteur used.
I don't see any wiring. I don't know what you want me to do, because I don't see any wiring here. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay. So it goes behind this wall. And right here.
Scanning. This panel has been tampered with.
Send the data to Raj.
Yes, Pathfinder.
Alright, 2 down. However many left to go.
No news on the Turian arc yet. Or is this militia business?
I want to know more about the murder case.
I spoke with Nilken Rensis, the man found guilty of the murder on Eos.
Yes, our first murder here in Andromeda. I wish it had been our last. When the colony attempts failed, it didn't help spirits that a high-ranking officer was killed by one of our own. The mutiny here on Nexus was probably inevitable, but this acted as a spark.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
It doesn't seem right to put all that on him.
Of course it isn't, but that's the perception. Despite the lack of physical evidence, everything added up. His only defense was, trust me, I didn't mean to do it.
Then you didn't trust him.
Look, knock yourself out. A key witness, Cassidy Shaw, works in operations. Go ahead and talk to her. And there's a recording of the perpetrator threatening the victim. I'll let you cue it up on the console there. As far as I'm concerned, this case is closed.
Well, even if there's motive, it does not necessarily mean that he did it.
Bye, Kandros. Duty calls.
You and me both, Pathfinder.
And now I can listen to the playback recording here.
The Nexus versus Colonist Nilken, Evidence 7A.
Hiram! Hiram! They've seized the compound! Call for evacuation!
We're not giving up, Nilken. We're taking it back.
No! I'm not letting your ego get us killed! Even if I have to... No! Get him off me! Get him off me!
Okay. So they didn't agree. That does not mean anything.
You must be the Pathfinder. Wonderful. You and your Sam are exactly what we need.
Thanks, Mr.
Professor Herrick. My colleagues and I will work with your Sam and the data you gather to solve Andromeda's scientific mysteries.
Okay. I see there are 3 of you here. What are your specialties?
What fields do you study?
Herrick's into life sciences. I do planetary geology, oceanography, rocks and runoff. Aradana's the space and math whiz.
Not that we've had much to study, with everyone cooped up for 14 months.
But your data on the Scourge flows like poetry. Now we can better advise on repairing the damage it caused.
And maybe Addison will give us a real workspace. Who can think with all this racket?
Yeah. Okay. I have spoken with the scientists. They seem pretty down to earth. They just want to get some work done. Let's see if we can help them out with that. I see another panel over here.
Pathfinder, I received the data from Sam. It really is sabotage.
Ouch. Who?
Any idea as to who it might be?
Yeah. All these panels were worked on by Zara. I just can't believe it.
Security video logs confirm that Zara Kellis worked on these panels, as well as the one Raj Patil encountered.
Well, shit. Any idea where she is now?
Kellis is currently working on a panel on the Hyperion main deck.
Well, then let's go confront her about this. But first, there's someone else I want to talk to. Yes, the witness.
Cassidy Shaw? I'm Ryder. I'm looking into the Nilken murder case.
Oh man, I thought that was over with. Have you heard the audio recording of their fight?
Yes.
I helped pull him off Chief Reynolds. You could see it in his eyes. He was gonna kill him. Then in the sandstorm, I had a pretty clear view of the Chief. He looked right at Nilken and shouted, "No." Then his chest burst open. I'll never forget it. The look on his face was pure shock.
Did you see any cat in the vicinity?
Nilken said so, but not that I could see. Still, the sandstorm was severe. Visibility wasn't great.
Yeah, this, I don't know. He might be innocent, he might be guilty, I just don't know. Nilken, did he show regret?
Did Nilken seem remorseful?
I lost sight of Nilken in the turmoil. When we found him, he seemed in shock. He couldn't speak. He looked nauseated. Could have been guilt. The reality of the act sinking in.
It's possible.
If they'd fought and Nilken threatened to kill him, why was Reynolds surprised?
Fronts fight, say things they don't mean, maybe even hurt each other. But you don't expect your best friend to shoot you.
Right.
To me, that's the saddest part. The Chief's heart was broken right before it exploded.
Poetic.
Reynolds was leading you back to retake the compound. Did you agree with that?
It wasn't my place to agree or disagree. He was ranking officer. In retrospect, it is ironic. If he hadn't been killed, we all probably would have died.
Thank you for your time.
It kills me we had to leave him behind. He deserved a proper funeral.
So the body was never examined? Important piece of a murder investigation.
Tian wouldn't allow a mission to go back for him. Said it was too dangerous.
Well, maybe I'll have the opportunity to go back down and find his corpse, but I doubt that's going to be the case.
Something I can help you with?
The murder charge.
I'm looking into the Nilken Rensis murder charge.
And?
I want to go to Eos and retrieve Chief Reynolds' body.
That isn't usually Pathfinder business.
First murder in Andromeda, and I'm impartial. Figured you'd want to get it right.
Settling an outpost comes first. But I suppose I have no objections. Physical evidence will only bolster the case.
The more certain we can be, the better.
All right, but let's keep it quiet. I don't want people thinking we're reopening the case.
Okay, thank you.
I hope anything you find reaffirms what's been done, but if it sheds a different light, we'll deal with it.
Looks like this is something we'll have to follow up on later once we landed on Eos. Yeah, the panels. Can I solve this problem with the sabotage?
First Pathfinder they've seen in over a year. All she can do is question your competence?
I can kind of get why she's unhappy.
She understands the stakes. If I fail, we...
You won't.
Let's hope not.
You won't. That's the end of it. I worked out logistics with Director Tan. They're giving us a ship and crew. He said their best is taking care of it.
I still need to head back to the Ark and check in with Sam.
Sounds good. While you're there, maybe see how your sister's doing.
Yeah, definitely. First, though, sabotage. That's gotta come first. Not that we're gonna perform sabotage, just that we're gonna solve the mystery of the sabotage. I would never sabotage the mission. Don't look at me like that, Cora. Now I am at the Habitation Center. Cora did not follow me, that's fine. Things are looking fine here. Nobody actively hostile. Zara Kellis, I need to have a word with you if you don't mind.
Zara Kellis?
Yes?
I have evidence you've been sabotaging the Nexus.
What? No, I'd never... I've been looking into this myself. I have the scans to prove it. Here. I'll transfer the scans I took to your Omni tool.
Funny. Raj was investigating the same thing, and it led us to you.
My scans point at Raj as the one. So unless someone was setting us both up, I just don't understand.
The data Miss Kellis has accumulated is strangely similar to Mr. Patel's. A third party seems likely.
Does it now? I don't know. Well,
The real saboteur could be setting you both up.
Because we both figured out something was going on? That would make sense. It's better than thinking Raj could have done this. But it means all the data I have is useless. Wish I had access to the security cams. I bet we could find something there.
You stay put, so whoever did this doesn't realize we're onto them. I'll check out the security cams.
What is going on here? They both were investigating each other and neither of them decided to report it. I don't know. They might be working cooperatively to sabotage this place, although I guess it wouldn't make sense why they would frame each... I don't know. We'll have to review the security footage and find out.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy. Just got out of cryo.
Well, good morning.
Welcome to Andromeda, Nigel.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though. My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
I'm sorry to hear about that, but he died for a good cause.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you reunite them?
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot on Eos where he'd go to think. If you could leave the pendant there.
Sure, I could do that little quest for you. I'll make my way to Eos eventually, but first, gotta solve this problem with the saboteur and also check on my sister.
Fisher, glad to see you're doing better.
That was some expedition, hey? Captain said I'm going in the log as the first human to make contact with the kid. And Kirkland's the first casualty. Wish it could have gone differently.
Okay, well, things will get better once we figure out what's going on.
I'm sure there are decent aliens here in Andromeda too. We just have to find them.
Well, I heard you're Pathfinder now. Sooner you figure out where they're hiding, the better.
Will do. Chin up.
Ryder, good to see you. Damn shame about your dad, though. I'm sorry we couldn't save him.
Yeah, it's terrible. He died of asphyxiation, right?
I haven't heard how he died.
Like a hero. That's how.
There you go.
That's the only part that matters.
Damn straight.
I've met one Pathfinder. Well, two with you. But I figure that's the way to go. Taking your last breath on an uncharted world.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Now I just need to make sure your sister here pulls through.
Please do. How is she anyway?
How's Sara doing?
Her condition's stable. I see signs of REM activity in the brain, so she's dreaming. Means all the wiring still works.
How'd this happen?
It was dumb luck, really. We hit the Scourge at the worst possible moment, just as the stasis revival was kicking in. It's a vulnerable moment coming out of a 600-year nap, then wham! The circuits fried and overloaded the neural pathways. Don't worry, I'm on it. We're not losing another Ryder.
I appreciate your enthusiasm. Thank you. Is this Sara? Or, yeah, that looks like Sara. She's dreaming, huh? Well, hopefully she wakes up soon. 'Cause there's a nightmare she needs to resolve. And Greer!
Greer, how you feeling?
Grateful. If you and Liam hadn't found me in that cave, God knows what those aliens would have done.
We couldn't leave a man behind.
Except Kirkland.
Yeah, your father.
Yeah.
Kirkland.
Yeah, it's a risky job, though.
I know. It's rough. Being on the Pathfinder team is turning out to be a dangerous business.
More than I ever thought. I'm sorry I'm not out there with you, but Kirkland was a friend, and I'm not cut out for this anymore.
Understood. Habitat 7 was a nasty wake-up call. You take care, Greer.
You too. Thanks again.
Hey, it's my pleasure. You're a valuable asset, Greer. We're happy to have you on the team. Alright, I think I'm done here in Cryo. I accidentally came here. I guess it was good because I needed to check up on my sister anyway. But I need to make my way to, I think, Operations, because I really want to solve the Saboteur quest. And here is the security footage. Let me just check on this. Yeah, oh, I have a lot of things I can check here, can't I?
This file is useless. Let's check another.
Okay, if you say so.
And another scrambled file.
Bugger.
Seems unlikely.
Let's check another. This file is also corrupted. Definitely not a coincidence. You'd need pretty high clearance to mess with the security camera files. Someone working for Kandros, maybe.
That is the most probable scenario.
Think you can get enough out of the files to find a match using biometric scans, Sam?
The files were badly scrambled, but if I combine all the available identifiers, it might work. Based on the limited information available, we are looking for a human male, assigned either to the Nexus or Hyperion. You will need to conduct scans from close proximity.
So now I can actually scan people? Because I've been trying to scan people for like the entirety of the game and it has not worked. Yeah, see? No relevant data on this person. And, yeah, no relevant data on these people either. It's just, yeah, it just does not work. But apparently, when I find someone who matches, it'll work. Liam, are you involved?
Good things, I hope.
Impossible things. And about goddamn Hammond.
Hey, I found someone who actually shows up on my scanner.
Inaccurate match.
No, not Liev Dutil. Alright, then I'll keep scanning, looking around. Here's somebody.
Inaccurate match.
Nope, not Bart. Sorry, Bart. Well, it looks like I'm gonna have to scan around a bit more to find this person that I'm looking for. Human male somewhere around here. Someone with high security clearance, it sounds like. So that's what we'll do next time. We'll solve this mystery with, this Saboteur. We'll find the Saboteur, and then we'll go talk to Sam and see what he wants from us. Sounds like he's got some important information. And after that, yeah, we've got a greater overarching problem with the missing arcs. So we'll try and find the Turian, Asari, and Salarian arcs eventually. But I think before we do that, we're going to have to make our way to Eos. We're going to land on Eos when we have the opportunity. I've got to say, this game is really drawing me in. I really like it. It's had a couple of technical hiccups here and there, but it started to pick up a bit. It's got some interesting characters. I like the Salarian that's voiced by Kumail Nanjiani. It suits him very well. So I'm glad to see that character. Hopefully he plays a bigger part. I also like that Krogan. It's weird that we have a single Krogan over here, It sounds like that there were more of them, but they were exiled, although I'm not sure where exiles even go. Where were they? Did they have... It didn't sound like there was a Krogan ark. I guess maybe they took off in some kind of space shuttle. I have no idea where they would be, though. I don't know where you get exiled to in the middle of nowhere. But I guess we'll find out later. Until then, my name is Mike, and this has been Mass Effect Andromeda. Thank you for joining me.